Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to London. I fancy beans on toast. When you've got a craving for something, nothing else will do. So that's what we're doing today. Now, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, breakfast time. Beans on toast, perfect for breakfast, lunch or dinner, luckily. Because the reality is, by the time I've got the ingredients to make these homemade beans on toast, it will be nearer lunchtime than breakfast time. And also, the place I'm going to get the ingredients for my homemade beans on toast are phenomenal spots to pick up snacks, perfect for breakfast, so it would be silly not to. I'm going to head up to Soho. First of all, I need some coffee. And head up to Soho. First of all, to the bakers, so while we're there we can get some coffee. There's an amazing bakers and they do snacks perfect for breakfast. Then I need to head to a butcher's. There's a great butcher's on Marylebone High Street, so we can head from Soho to Marylebone. Then I'll need the ingredients, the rest of the ingredients for my beans on toast, so we can head to the grocers on Piccadilly, and then whatever they don't have we can get from the supermarket on Haymarket behind the grocers. There's a storm coming, it's super windy already, so I need to get this done and get home before the weather changes for the worst. So let's head up to Soho, get some coffee, wait for the bakers to open. While I'm getting some coffee, I'll share with you the recipe I'm going to use for my homemade beans. Okay, Bar Italia here, great spot to get coffee, also a great spot for people watching during the day and during the evening. Soho takes a little while to wake up in the morning, so there's not a lot going on right now. I'm going to get some coffee and take a look at the recipe for our beans on toast. So this is the book. I found what looks like a good recipe for baked beans. Marcus wearing nutmeg and custard. It says enjoy great food at home with Britain's finest chef. The smoky baked beans recipe, the list of ingredients is bacon, onion, garlic, thyme, smoked paprika, a tin of white beans, a tin of kidney beans, brown sugar, black treacle, tomato puree, tomato passata, table salt and pepper. I'm not going to be adding the thyme because to me it tastes like someone's added tea to whatever you're cooking, and I'm not going to be adding the kidney beans. I'm just going to be using white beans. So we need to head to the butchers, the bakers and the grocers. Okay, Bar Italia here in Soho. It's a great way to start any day. Coffee at Bar Italia. Right, I need to get some bread for my beans on toast. The baker's is here in Soho, just down the road. But, as I said, Soho doesn't get up till quite late. It stays up late. So, the baker's isn't open yet. But the butcher's is. But the butcher's is in Marylebone. So I'm going to get a Boris bike, head over to Marylebone, go to the butcher's, get some bacon, and get back on the Boris bike, head back here to Soho to get the bread. And then we can head to the grocers. There might be some more coffee involved. There's a great coffee shop next to the bakers here in Soho. But first of all, let's find a Boris bike. Right, looks like there's loads nearby. Okay, Bingo, just here at the end of Old Compton Street, through Wardour Street. Let's ride over to Marylebone. Okay, got my release code. Let's do this. Okay, next stop, Marylebone High Street.
Starting route to Ginger Pig. Head northwest on Water Street. In 500 meters, turn right onto East Castle Street.
Okay, this is the baker's we're going to, but it's not open yet, so we'll head to Marylebone first. Okay, this is the baker's where I want to get the bread for my beans on toast. However, it doesn't open until 9:30 in the morning. So, Marylebone High Street first, the butcher's, then we'll come back here and get the bread. Okay, welcome to Marylebone High Street. I made it in one piece on my bike. The butcher's I want to go to is just down here on Moxton Street. I need to find somewhere to park the bike, dock the bike, get the bacon, get the bike back, and head back to Soho. Ooh, super windy. Right, just down here on Moxton Street, just off Marylebone High Street, the Ginger Pig Butchers. Phenomenal butchers. They do amazing sausage rolls. They often run out.
Today the weather is miserable outside and it's predicted to become horrible by lunchtime. So I think that's putting a lot of people off leaving the house. Most of the places I've been have been relatively deserted this morning. Normally on a Saturday there's a huge queue in here, especially for the sausage rolls. Luckily there's loads left. So I'm going to get one of their phenomenal sausage rolls and the bacon for my beans on toast recipe. The cheesemongers next to the Ginger Pig always looks really interesting, and the pub on the corner always looks really inviting too, but it's not even lunchtime yet, so we'll leave that for another day.
Okay, success. Bacon for my beans on toast, and the Ginger Pig Butchers, and one of their phenomenal sausage rolls. So, I'll share with you the sausage roll, jump on a bike, head back to Soho. Okay, the Ginger Pig sausage rolls, had these many times before. Bold claim, best sausage rolls in the world. Share this with you. phenomenal. The pastry's amazing. See, one of the best butchers in town. The filling, the sausage, you can't beat it.
Nice one.
Right, now I need to head back to Soho. Get some bread, maybe some more breakfast. Right, enough messing around in Marylebone. Let's get a Santander bike, aka a Boris bike, and head back to Soho. I think I need another coffee to fend off the food coma. The ginger pig sausage roll is threatening to put me in. Yes, there's at least 3 bikes there. Okay, let's head to Soho. Okay, I've got to get back to Soho and get this shopping trip finished. There's a storm on its way. The weather forecasters say there's a storm due at lunchtime. It's not looking good right now. I don't want to get wet. Okay, back in Soho. Let's head to the baker's and get some bread. I think I need a coffee again as well. Okay, the baker's here, bread ahead on Beak Street in Soho. Do phenomenal bread. They're famous for their doughnuts actually, but believe it or not, that sausage roll was pretty filling, so I think I'm just gonna get the bread, get a coffee in Grind next door, and head to the grocer's and get the rest of the ingredients for our beans on toast.
So I'm at Bread Ahead for a loaf of bread. I'm going to get one of their sourdoughs. Bread Ahead have a bakery and bakery school over at Borough Market. They are a phenomenal bakers and they've always got something good to go here for breakfast or lunch. They're famous for their donuts. If anyone in the know about donuts ever creates a list of best donuts in London, Bread Ahead's not only on it, they're usually at the top of it.
Okay, success. Sourdough from Bread Ahead. London's really quiet this morning. They haven't sold out of donuts or bread yet. I think everyone's scared of the storm. Even the girl behind the counter was saying it's weirdly quiet. Right, let's get a coffee and then head to the grocer's.
Grind, just like Bread Ahead, is one of those places when people in the know create lists of best coffee shops in town. Grind's always on it somewhere. So the fact that these two places are in the very centre of town, and we're very central, we're just at the end of Carnaby Street, just off Regent Street. These two places being right next door to each other is perfect. We're in shopping central and tourist central. There's lots of tourist traps for you to fall into here. And these two places are perfect for breakfast or lunch. Pop to Bread Ahead, get something to go, and then come to Grind for your coffee. I'm having real trouble with doors today, but you'll have to trust me. Trying to open them with a camera in one hand and coffee in the other is challenging.
Okay, black filter coffee from Grind here in Soho. Phenomenal coffee. I say that. Let's try it first. They do great espresso based drinks. I'm just going for filter. I'm in a rush. I don't want to get wet. Yeah, pretty good. That's quite fruity, that one. Right, let's head to the grocer's. I think I'm going to walk there on Piccadilly. Okay, Fortnum Mason's here on Piccadilly, the grocers, fancy looking grocers I know. I've got bread, bacon, and to get the rest of the ingredients for my beans on toast, and then we're cooking. Okay, success. Got a lot of our ingredients for beans on toast, fancy beans on toast from here at Fortnum Mason's. Now we can head home, get cooking. Missed the storm so far, so hope it stays that way. Okay, one final stop to pick up the missing pieces. Tesco's supermarket here on Regent Street. Okay, back from shopping just in time. The storm is here, it's pretty miserable out there. Now I've just spent the whole morning shopping for the ingredients for beans on toast. I fancy beans on toast. The only thing is, I've also spent the morning snacking my way around London, grazing across London. I'm not hungry. I'm going to go to the gym, build up an appetite, and then when I get back, I'm going to make beans on toast. It'll be beans on toast time. So, you have to watch the next video to see my beans on toast recipe, homemade beans on toast. Well, Marcus Waring's beans on toast recipe, but I've made some changes. I don't like all of his ideas. So, I'll see you in the next video, beans on toast part 2.